Hope steals Steffi's passport, sabotages rivals' Monaco flight plans. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up before the video starts. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Hope Logan, Anika Noel, may play dirty against Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Massins Wood, and try to give Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, a more peaceful trip to Monte Carlo with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. In the July 25 episode, Hope suggested that Brooke should try to make the Fashion Summit trip a romantic getaway as well. This would be a good chance for Brooke and Ridge to make some lovely memories in a gorgeous location. However, Hope also acknowledged that Steffy was going on this trip and didn't expect that she'd bow out to let them have a romantic trip alone. Even so, Hope was adamant that Steffy shouldn't get in the way of Brooke and Ridge's good time. Of course, Steffy wasn't pleased when she got updates on Ridge inviting Brooke to Monte Carlo for the Brooke's bedroom relaunch. Since Steffy wanted Ridge all to herself for a father-daughter trip instead, she views Brooke as a third wheel. Is all this building to a situation where Hope sabotages Steffy's flight to Monaco? Since Steffy isn't going to bow out herself, maybe Hope will force her out of the picture with a dirty trick. That brings us to some B&B spoilers for the July 30 and July 31 episodes. We know that Steffy will realize her passport is missing and frantically search her suitcase for it at the airport. Steffy is a frequent world traveler who knows how to keep up with a passport, so this seems suspicious if you ask us. Why would Steffy suddenly become so forgetful or disorganized that she can't find her passport for a major work trip? Perhaps it'll be Hope who steals Steffy's passport and makes certain that Brooke can go to Monte Carlo with Ridge alone. Since Hope is feeling particularly vengeful towards Steffy these days, this totally seems like a move she'd make. It looks like Steffy will indeed miss her flight and have to skip this trip to Monaco. If Hope is responsible, will Steffy figure out she's behind the sabotage and rip into her? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Hope may find a new way to get back at Steffy, so we'll bring you more predictions on any sneaky news that might be looming. In the world of Forrester creations, drama and intrigue are never far behind. The latest twist in the tale involves Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester, whose rivalry is about to reach a new explosive level. Hope's jealousy and desperation to keep Liam Spencer to herself lead her to a drastic, daring decision: stealing Steffy's passport to sabotage her rival's flight plans to Monaco. It all begins with a casual conversation in the Forrester mansion. Ridge Forrester and his daughter, Steffy, are discussing an upcoming business trip to Monaco, a trip that could boost the company's international profile. Steffy is excited about the opportunity, as it also offers her a chance to get away from the ongoing tension with Hope and Liam. Little does she know, Hope has been eavesdropping from the hallway, her mind already racing with ideas. Hope's thoughts whirl as she contemplates her next move. She knows that Steffy's absence could be the perfect opportunity to rekindle her relationship with Liam without interference. Hope's jealousy and desperation bubble to the surface, driving her to hatch a plan that's as risky as it is cunning. She decides that if Steffy can't make it to Monaco, all her plans will fall apart, and she'll have no choice but to stay and face the chaos Hope is about to unleash. With her mind made up, Hope starts her scheme. She sneaks into Steffy's room, her heart pounding in her chest as she searches for the passport. It's hidden in a drawer, underneath a pile of neatly folded clothes. As she pulls it out, she hears footsteps approaching. Panic sets in, but she manages to hide behind a large ornate curtain just in time to avoid being seen. Once the coast is clear, she slips out of the room, clutching the passport like a prize. The next morning, Steffy is in a flurry of last-minute preparations for her trip. As she packs her suitcase, she notices something is off. Her passport is missing. Panic sets in as she tears through her belongings, her mind racing with possibilities. She knows she had it just the night before. Could she have misplaced it? As she searches frantically, Hope watches from the doorway, feigning concern. "What's wrong, Steffy?" Hope asks, her voice dripping with false sympathy. "My passport's gone. I can't find it anywhere, Steffy replies, frustration and worry etched on her face. Hope pretends to be helpful, suggesting places to look while secretly relishing in Steffy's distress. The clock is ticking, and Steffy's chances of making her flight are dwindling. As the minutes pass, it becomes clear that she won't be able to find the passport in time. Desperate, Steffy calls the airline and the consulate, but it's no use. Without her passport, she can't board the flight. Her trip to Monaco is officially canceled. She slumps onto the couch, defeated, while Hope watches from the sidelines, her heart pounding with a mix of triumph and guilt. Meanwhile, Liam is completely unaware of the unfolding drama. He arrives at the Forrester mansion to see Steffy off, only to find her distraught and frantic. He immediately tries to comfort her, offering to help search for the missing passport. But Hope is quick to intervene, suggesting that Steffy might have lost it during a moment of carelessness. "I'm sure it'll turn up, Steffy. Maybe you just need to take a break and clear your head," Hope says, her voice annoyingly calm. Steffy glares at Hope, suspicion flickering in her eyes. She can't shake the feeling that something is off, but she has no proof. Frustrated and defeated, she decides to follow Hope's advice, reluctantly accepting that her trip is canceled. As the days pass, tension between Steffy and Hope grows. Steffy becomes more convinced that her passport's disappearance was no accident, while Hope does her best to act innocent. Meanwhile, Liam remains caught in the middle, trying to mediate the growing animosity between the two women he cares about. One evening, Steffy confides in her brother Thomas. She tells him about the missing passport and her suspicions about Hope. Thomas, ever the protective sibling, is furious. He vows to get to the bottom of it and confronts Hope directly. "Hope, did you have anything to do with Steffy's missing passport?" Thomas demands, his eyes blazing with anger. Hope, taken aback, stammers a denial. "Of course not, Thomas. Why would I do something like that?" "Because you've been jealous of Steffy for years. This isn't the first time you've tried to sabotage her," Thomas retorts. As Thomas and Hope argue, Liam walks in, shocked by the confrontation. He listens to their accusations and denials, his mind reeling. He's torn between the two women, unsure of whom to believe. The more he hears, the more he begins to question everything. In the days that follow, the truth begins to unravel. An anonymous tip to Steffy leads her to a hidden spot in the mansion, where she finds her passport tucked away. The discovery confirms her suspicions. Someone deliberately hid it to sabotage her trip. Furious, she confronts Hope, who finally admits to the scheme, tears streaming down her face. "I'm sorry, Steffy. I just couldn't stand the thought of you and Liam getting closer while you were away," Hope confesses, her voice trembling. Steffy's anger is palpable, but so is her disappointment. She never imagined Hope would go to such lengths to undermine her. The confrontation leaves both women shaken, and the fallout affects everyone in their lives. Liam, heartbroken and disillusioned, distances himself from Hope. He's devastated by her actions and unsure if he can ever trust her again. Steffy, though still hurt, focuses on her work and her family, determined to rise above the drama. In the end, the scandal at Forrester Creations serves as a reminder of the lengths people will go to for love and power. Hope's desperate act of sabotage not only jeopardizes her relationships, but also leaves a lasting impact on everyone involved. As the dust settles, the characters of the bold and the beautiful are left to pick up the pieces and navigate the fallout of Hope's bold and reckless decision.